Well, as soon as you see that pirate ship in the north end zone, you know exactly where we are. It's the home of the Buccaneers, Raymond James Stadium in Tampa Bay. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Minnesota Vikings and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And his punter, Ethan Evans, gonna send this one away. And we're off and running from Raymond James. And this will be a touchback, so we're gonna need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Here's a design run. Murray has it. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Kyler. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Looking for Justin Jefferson on that throw. So now they're going to have to figure out this 3rd down. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Now, this group likes to be aggressive. An early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the first down.
Perhaps a little misplaced sense of urgency on their opening drive. We'll find out together, and they're going for this from their own side. Kyler with a chance to run here. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
What's that saying, Kate, about discretion? Discretion is the better part of valor. Well, decision-making for quarterbacks is so critical. In that time, excellent discretion. Protect yourself, get the first down, and live to play another day.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Murray. Short pass brought in. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Buccaneers territory.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second down now, 7 to go. Shotgun give now to Bigsby. And they make the play at the 39 just before he can pick up that first down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. From the gun, it's Murray. Completed to his running back. And he works this to the 38 before going down. A gain of a lone yard, but Brock, that's all they needed. First down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Here's Murray, 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson, and now it's 2nd down.
I love that. No, I love that defensively right there. It's about the only thing you could do to the tight ends at this level. You have got to disrupt them. You have got to match their physicality with even more physicality, and it forced an incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, it's Murray. Complete out to the right. He stopped just shy of that 1st down at the 28. 3rd down upcoming. From the gun, it's a get to Bigsby. And he gets this forward to the 19. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st down. Love the way they decided to keep the drive moving, Brock, pounding it forward, setting an early tone on this opening drive.
It sure does, both physically and then mentally as well, because you know and I know successful run often leads to great play-action pass.
Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, here's Murray. That one connects. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Perfect way to start the season as their opening drive has reached goal to go. Designed to look for Murray. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Just a yard, so now it's 2nd and goal.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. Looks like a design keeper for Murray. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
Just need 3 now to find the end zone on this first possession. It's 3rd and goal. Bigsby. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Vikings finish up an excellent opening series. All right, so nice little drive they put together there in their first series of the season, partner. And the year begins on a high note with a touchdown.
Yeah, they'll be able to begin this season on a high note with a win. Well, they put more drives like that together, they sure will. But I don't know. I got that Pete Carroll just still bouncing in my brain. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. You can't start much better than that.
Reichard there to tack on the extra point. And the Vikings take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Irving. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
We're through one quarter of this opening weekend of football. The Vikings have played to an early lead. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They still have 10 to go here. It's 2nd down. Hand off to the back. And they won't be able to get past the line. And very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. Man, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you could do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11.
180! Stop!
Throw here, 3rd down. His running back hauls it in deep right. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And the Bucs have the first.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he could do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
180!
They'll run here on 1st down. He is down to the 30-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
What's up?
1st down, and they go right back to it. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Tag! 70.
Line up the design keeper. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Third down, line to gain, 9 yards out. Here he goes, 3rd and long. This is a heater going deep. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that brings up 4th and long. Maddox Trujillo on to handle this field goal. It's on the left hash, 46 yards out. Kick by Trujillo is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score. Maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And this is a small pickup to the 39-yard line. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Now Murray on the play fake. Pass is caught. It's T.J. Hawkinson. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. It's a 29-yard gain. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
1st down. A gain of 29 yards. 1st down, Vikings.
Up the middle they go with Bigsby. Now here he goes, down the right sideline. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and the Vikings are going to have a 1st down.
A gain of 14.
Not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up. To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down.
Big Ace open. 2-2. Come on. Stop.
Caught just shy of the goal line. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings grow their lead just before halftime. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Reichert on for the point after.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle. It's good. And the Vikings drive their lead to 11.
14.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Devin Duvernay to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10.
19.
First plays the design run. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gives you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Mayfield now from the gun. And this one is launched downfield. Into a crowd and intercepted. Byron Murphy picks it. And the Vikings get the football on the first turnover of the contest. That's one of the longest throws we have or probably will see in this contest, partner. Too bad it wound up in the hands of the defense on the interception.
It is so easy to marvel at the sheer amount of distance he threw that football. But can we also take a step back and marvel about the amount of distance covered by that defender? He had to stick in coverage 50 yards down the field, and that's not just it. It's not even about getting there. Once you get there, you got to make the play. He did it. That is job well done.
Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey. Easy, quick. I know sauce. 2-2.
Here's Kyler to throw. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23.
Hey, green. Hey, Omaha.
Kyler looking to throw. It's his running back. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. So 20 yards on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 20. And the Vikings 1st down.
That's one. What you got?
On 1st and 10, it's Murray. That's Bigsby. He's got it. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Deuce. Big ace. 2-2.
Again, it's Murray to throw. Grabbed by Jordan Addison. And he's down to almost... Oh, no. They're actually going to give him the 30 here. Minnesota spends its 2nd time out here. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to the air, Murray. Looking right, and he finds him. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Omaha. Hey.
They've got a man in motion.
Shit! Big ace.
Throwing again. Murray escapes the pocket. He's keeping it. Now 1st down. Only gets about a yard here. And the defender there to force him out.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the 1st down.
Sit. 2-2. Omaha. 2-2.
They give up the gut to Bigsby. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
Easy.
Offense in the hurry up here. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings get more points to end a lopsided 1st half. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
To kick off for the Vikings.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything.
Cougar night. Ready.
Looks like they're playing safe with a run to the outside. He's going to have this out near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it. This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Will Reichert to kick off for the Vikings.
We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Here's Duvernay on the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Bucs to the line. 1st and 10. Here's Etienne to begin the drive. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Hey, we don't use that.
Baker now off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback, and they didn't either.
Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down.
Point it right, 180. What's up?
3rd and long for him here. Gets everything he has under this one. He's got it inside the 25. And in, touchdown Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers cut into the lead coming out of halftime.
some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid, let him run.
Leo attempts on the extra point. And the Buccaneers make it an 11-point ball game.
Buccaneers 10.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Kyler throwing here. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field. The tone of this drive.
And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Here's a design run. Murray has it. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Nice little welcoming party waiting for him at the line of scrimmage. No surprises that time. This defense was ready.
Still lined up at the 6. Here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Jordan Addison, the touchdown. One after try, good by Reichert. And the Vikings push their lead to 18.
28. Buccaneers 10. Will Reichert to kick off for the Vikings.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10.
180. What's up?
Baker now from the gun. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. This is brought in at the 15. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
13-yard line.
Regular. Up.
First down, here's Baker. Has it down close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Now Mayfield dumps it off to his running back. That's not the way you want to go. Wrong way there. The push sends him backwards to the 6.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Pistol. 180! Regular! Hey, alert! God.
Baker throwing again. And they score. It's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
So after thinking it over, these guys lining up for 2.
Let's go. Will set up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead.
Vikings 28, Buccaneers 16.
Maybe a little panic here. Maybe they feel like they have to. Down 2 scores. Look at this. Lining up for the onside kick here in the 3rd. And this is covered by the Vikings hands team. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. All right, partner, are you on board with that call
No.
we just saw? Yes, they trailed, but it's not a huge lead. It's only in the 3rd quarter. Hold it, you jumped the gun. Now they're in a tougher spot because they didn't recover. Did you say no?
No. No.
Why not?
Because 95% of the time or so, those things fail. Why would you do that this early? No.
And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
At the 11-yard line.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Hey, hold.
Again, it's Bigsby. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this, too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now.
Hold. Let's go. Omaha. Whoa.
They run it again with Bigsby. And he's got a chunk of yards as we've reached the end of 3. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. The Vikings hold both a football and a solid lead as they try to close this one out. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Murray to throw. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Drew Tranquil with the pick. And the Buccaneers have some new life in the 4th.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Bucs have the first.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First down, looking to throw. Mayfield. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Throwing again is Baker. This one found by a defender instead and knocked away. Back-to-back passes failing to connect, Brock. It's 3rd down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Caught, nice gain left side. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive.
There's a good chance he wasn't even looking when that ball was released, but the crowd, well, the crowd let him know exactly what was going on. He could feel the swell of excitement whenever they take a deep shot. It's only going to get louder now as they were able to connect.
23.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Felton now to return this. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Running left side by Jefferson. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
Well, just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
That's 1. 2.
Going with Bigsby here. And they'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Second and 6 coming up here. Kyler with a chance to run it here. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
And the Vikings first down.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Carry here for Bigsby. He's going to get inside the defense's 30 here. Looks to be a gain of about 6 on the play.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
That's him on the quick hitter. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
2-2. Biggest.
Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Murray keeps it. It's inside the 10. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings make it a 2-possession game here in the 4th. It's a Kyler Murray touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game. Reichert on for the point after. He connects on the extra point try. And the Vikings push the lead up to 12.
Buccaneers 23. Will Reichert to kick off for the Vikings.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Bucks to the line. 1st and 10.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Dot.
Mayfield now from the gun. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. This is going to be incomplete again. Defender knocks this one away. That brings up 3rd down.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
All right, this is going to be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
180. Real. Regular.
3rd down. Here's Mayfield. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. First and 10, gotta score immediately here. Only one timeout left, and that clock winding down. Once more, it's Mayfield. Trying to push deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. And he's going to be down within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. Going again, it's Mayfield. He's got a man left. And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers now within one score in the fourth. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
They'll line up for the onside kick here. Gotta find a way to get it back. Just a little over a minute and a half remaining. And this is covered by the Vikings hands team. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Minnesota in the formation. It's first and 10. They'll run this with Bigsby. It's going to be a win for the Vikings here today. As they get the first down, they can take the clock down to 0 now.
Okay, a run like that, it's just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
All set now. First and 10. They give right side. Here's Bigsby. He's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down. That timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Designed to look for Murray. So the Vikings pick up the win on the road. No partner, long season ahead, but undoubtedly a good start here today. Getting the win in week 1.
Yeah, a bad start now on the other side can snowball on you. 1 loss into 2 into 3 and so on. But you get that early win, it can get you playing at a midseason level in the early goings of a season and lead to a really good start that has you talking playoff hopes in the front half of the schedule.
That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. The Vikings emerge as winners. As with that, we sign off from Tampa.